Welcome to Decentra.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good morning. De verdad que estamos muy contentos esta mañana. We are extremely happy this morning. We are very excited of what is really going on at this moment. Thank you to our almost 10,000 people around the world. Estamos muy emocionados de lo que está pasando este día y de verdad que es maravilloso todo lo que estamos viviendo. Salam alaikum to our friends in Arab. Kamsahamnida for our friends in Korea. Good morning for our friends in America. Buenos días para todos nuestros grandes amigos de Latinoamérica. Hoy es un día maravilloso por todo lo que estamos viviendo y será una experiencia increíble. Saludos desde aquí, desde Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, donde estamos respirando hoy un aire nuevo. De verdad que estamos respirando algo que huele a éxito. We're smelling success. And when there's success in the air, it only means one thing. Y cuando se huele a éxito, solo significa una cosa, que viene una lluvia de diamantes. We're going to have a storm of diamonds coming on, so we're very glad and very happy of what's going on. This morning, we're going to learn a lot. We're going to share a lot. Esta mañana vamos a aprender mucho, vamos a poder compartir muchísimo con todos nuestros hermanos y hermanas alrededor del mundo en esta nueva experiencia llena de éxito que vamos a vivir juntos. Y para mí, y para empezar este gran día, es un gran honor presentar a una persona. It is a real pleasure for me this morning to introduce somebody that it is the living legend in the industry, que es la leyenda viviente de la industria. Para algunos de nosotros que estábamos dentro de esa industria o que hemos estado en los últimos 35 años, los últimos años realmente, a pesar de que somos todos compañeros, somos verdaderamente amigos, realmente hemos sido competencia y una aguerrida competencia por muchos años, hasta que llegó Decentra. En los últimos años para nosotros era realmente la pesadilla. For all of us, or for some of us who were in charge of some network marketing companies in the last years, this live legend was really our nightmare for many years. Pero ahora, afortunadamente, but right now, extremely happy to be part of this dream team. Ahora estamos muy contentos de todos ser parte de este equipo de las estrellas, donde es nuestro capitán y orgullosamente el chairman of the board. Para mí es un verdadero placer que hoy sea el capitán de nuestro equipo y que hoy realmente haya asumido la responsabilidad como chairman of the board de nuestra compañía. Una persona que construyó en muy poco tiempo una estructura de 2.5 millones de distribuidores. Somebody who in a very short time was able to build a 2.5 million network, which was a great success in the industry. Una persona que también pudo no solo guiar, sino también entrenar a esta organización para convertirse en la empresa de la década pasada. He is a great trainer, he's a great coach, and very happily our team of this dream team y capitán de nuestro gran equipo. Damas y caballeros, por favor ayúdenme a recibir de verdad desde donde estén, desde South Korea, desde Cape Town, South Africa, desde Dubai, en cualquier parte que estés, Démosle una cordial bienvenida. Let's welcome our chairman of the board, Mr. Shane Moran.
All right. Thank you, David Casanova. Thank you so much for that generous introduction. I was talking to David Casanova and some of the other executives you're going to be meeting later on today. And when we were in Mexico last weekend, what an event. I can go on and on and on. But I asked David and I asked everyone else one question that I want to ask you right now, right here and right now. Have you ever heard of a company in day one and now week one, whoever launched with such an experienced corporate structure, elite leadership team, and field leadership structure as this big? And you know what's interesting? People are hungry for the services that are being offered here that you're going to learn about in a second. And we're witnessing, I think, history right now with the launch of Decentra. And my responsibility today is going to be to introduce you to Decentra. So in 100%, 100% that people that I asked that question to, David said they've never, not only ever seen it, but they've never heard of such a company. So everyone, welcome to Decentra. I am super, super excited. And I want to thank everyone on this call. I mean, from all over the world. Thank you so much for joining this live call. My name is Shane Moran, and today, again, I'll be introducing the most valuable private membership in the world. And if you have a pen and a piece of paper, you might want to write this down. The most valuable private membership in the world. And although I'm speaking in English right now, all the information that you're about to see is being translated right now in Spanish. It's being translated in French and Korean and Russian and Portuguese. And as we develop more and more international markets, and we surely will, more translations will become available, all right? So make some noise in whatever language that you speak, and we'll get to you as soon as possible with all the translations. So here's the thing, just before I get started. You've been invited here today by someone who thought enough about you. You've been invited here to this presentation by someone who thought enough about your family. So if you can see an opportunity here and you'd like to get started, please contact that genius that thought enough about you, that reached out to you to introduce you to this amazing, brilliant concept whose time has come. And so after the presentation, make sure you get back to them and thank them. Just thank them for thinking about you, all right? So with that, Decentra is live right now, and we're seeing people, again, from all four corners of the planet that are joining right now. And this past weekend, if you got on early, you saw all these videos, and we're recapping what happened over the past weekend. And I just get fired up because over 5,000 people witnessed the birth of Decentra in Mexico City. And again, I got to stop watching those videos. I get too fired up. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to share the Decentra presentation. Now, this presentation that you're about to see is available to you, and that one is in Spanish. Okay, so that's okay. We'll just go. So this is the world's most valuable private membership. Now, what I'm going to do right now is on every public presentation, we either have to read this, okay, this disclaimer for everyone, or we got to make sure that we have a recording. And today I have a recording. I'm a little lazy, so I'm going to push play on the recording so that you can hear this. But please pay attention to this disclaimer. Very, very important. Again, on every public presentation, we got to make sure that we're disclosing the terms and conditions here. And again, at the end, we have our policies and procedures that you're also going to see. Just hold on a second.
Disclaimer. Decentra is a technology, education and innovation services company, which is managed exclusively through Bitcoin and prohibits the use of fiat money by any means or method, including wire transfers or cash. The company is not responsible for the handling of money or payments made to third parties regardless of their status, rank or relationship they claim to have with the company. The information contained herein is for information purposes only. The figures and ranks in this presentation reflect estimates only and are not representative of earnings and should not be considered as guarantees in any way. No person or entity related to Decentra provides legal, tax, financial or investment advice. Our memberships, packages and participation services also reward independent entrepreneurs for that Bitcoin and other crypto assets are not considered legal tender, and all participants should be aware of the risk involved in managing this type of digital assets. Some Decentra services are not available to citizens or residents of certain jurisdictions. For a list of countries where restrictions may apply, see our official website and our terms and conditions. By purchasing any membership, package or service of Decentra, you acknowledge and accept our disclaimer, terms, policies, and conditions, as well as the compliance manual presented in our media or through our official channels. It is strictly prohibited to modify the information contained in this presentation and any use of Decentra brand, by any means or method, without prior written permission from the company.
All right, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a second here while I load up the English presentation. And so there you have it. Again, I want to just make it clear to everyone that we need to play these disclaimers on every single live presentation that we're going out to the public. So let's give this a try here to see if we can get the English one. There it is. And we just saw the disclaimer there. So let's get started with the presentation. I'm excited. We're going to start off with our vision. And the vision is very simple. You know, you're seeing people all over in the pictures of Decentra. You see them doing this too. You're probably wondering what it is. Well, we're talking about the vision of Decentra to grow the global learning community to 2 million customers and independent entrepreneurs. And the mission, of course, is to create tools that make technological opportunities accessible to everyone in the world, no matter where you are in the world. Now, the biggest transformation of wealth in history is taking place right now. It's happening, not in the future, it's happening right now. And here's the cool thing, 99% of the people that you run into, they don't even know what's happening. Well, it's happening, and Decentra is going to play a large role in educating people on how to move forward. This is our worldwide headquarters, Decentra. We're opening up frontiers around the world. We are based in the Aston Martin building. It's a beautiful, right down in the heart of Dubai. And so we're really, really excited, and we're going to invite everybody around the world to come and meet us in Dubai coming up in November at our World Congress. Very exciting. One of my favorite pictures there, as you can see my background. And we are global from day one. Okay, how many companies can say they're global from day one? Right now, we're in over 50 countries. And I don't know exactly how many countries are here represented, but if we counted them up, I'm pretty sure we're going to surpass 50 countries. And we're the pioneers in the development of decentralized financial models through the blockchain, all right? We promote sharing economy, enabling access and benefits from the technology and information, all in one place. Now, one of the big questions we get is why Bitcoin? Why do we use Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out? Well, because Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency that officially launched in January of 2009. It's the granddaddy, it's the biggest. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin is the one that we've chosen to go in and out. And we've created, with Bitcoin, a new one-to-one payment system, and that doesn't have any third parties in between. So as payments go in, it's direct peer-to-peer. Very, very exciting. And so all the applications of the blockchain are in various industries like the government, like in insurance, anything you can think of, in the real estate sector, in the mobile payment sector, in the art sector. Now you're hearing with the NFTs, they're all involved in the blockchain. The entire supply chain now is moving to the blockchain. So timing of Decentra is just genius, is absolutely genius. Decentra is a decentralized global network with members that are connected to the same vision all over the world. And the future of education and the progress of the world lies in a decentralized ecosystem. And all that means is that we're not centralized. The information can come from countries like you're seeing right now, from over 50 countries in week one all over the world. So we can gather all that information and get it out to our members worldwide. And so with that, let's talk about, and I want you to pay close attention to the top corner here where you see the green Decentra University, because we have 7 areas that I'm going to introduce you to, 7 areas. And the first, and one of the ones that I'm most excited is the Decentra University. You know, it's the best education platform in history right here. It's available to all of our members. And what do you learn about? Well, you're going to learn about leadership. You'll learn about personal growth, about business, about technology, about blockchain, Bitcoin. You can learn about the metaverse, which is massive, cryptocurrencies, which there are many, many of them, DeFi, and staking opportunities, NFTs, and so much more, all right in the Decentra University. And if that wasn't good enough, are you ready for this? John C. Maxwell is in the house, and we've got Decentra. The official mentor of Decentra is none other than John C. Maxwell. He is the #1 leadership guru on the planet. He's an author, a trainer, a speaker, and business expert. He has over 40 years in his career, and he's dedicated himself to teaching and to coaching millions and millions of people all over the world. And he's written, here's a clue, he's written over 80 books on entrepreneurship and leadership, all right? He is in the university, and the content that John C. Maxwell is providing to Decentra is for Decentra. This is not a YouTube video. This is John Maxwell talking to all of our Decentra independent entrepreneurs and to our customers all over the world. I'm very, very excited. I'm sure you're excited about this too. In addition, inside the university, we have what's called Decentra Live. It's a unique broadcast platform, and we can broadcast live events right into your living room, no matter where you live. Any country in the world, we can broadcast right into your living room. That's pretty exciting, and we'll give you more information on that. In addition, here's another category with Moon Converter. Moon Converter basically is the easiest to use crypto fiat converter available, and that's available to every single one of our members, where you can track all of your conversions, whether it's fiat or cryptocurrency. If you have any type of cryptocurrency or fiat, in real time, you can figure out what the value is of that asset. And so HIC Vault is another benefit in the entire Decentra ecosystem, and you can track your crypto portfolio. Now, some have no experience in crypto, and that's okay, because we've got the university that's going to go through that. But some do have some experience, and they've purchased digital assets. And I don't know, but if you're like me, I've got, a digital asset over in this exchange and a little bit on this exchange and some on this exchange and so on. Well, HIC Vault can bring all of your digital assets so that you can see them in one place, and you know in real time what the value of your digital assets are without trying to go from one to the next and trying to figure out what is the value of your portfolio. Very, very exciting here. If that's not enough, we've got Decentra Realty that you're going to be hearing a lot about, and you can build your future with the best assets, real assets for your future. Very, very exciting. In addition, with Decentra membership, you get Ovu Sky. And guys, I got to tell you, Ovu Sky, we were in front of 5,000 people on the weekend, and we did a little demonstration, and we decided we wanted to go to Cancun for a week and put in the numbers. The savings are absolutely unbelievable. I don't know about you, but a lot of people around the world in the last 3 years haven't traveled much, and there's a pent-up demand for people to travel. Well, here's the thing. As a Decentra customer or as a Decentra independent entrepreneur, you can travel anywhere in the world at I'm talking massive discounts, up to 65% off. As a matter of fact, these are real savings. Whether you're traveling for business or for pleasure with your family, you can book flights, you can book hotels, you can book vacations. And I'll tell you right now, I challenge anybody on this call and anybody to try to beat the prices offered by Ovu Sky. It's not possible. I'm going to tell you right now. So when you get your membership, go in, get into Ovu Sky, and go play around with it. It's very, very, very exciting. And so in addition to all of that, the seventh area of Decentra is what's called our private members club. Everything is private, by the way, because you can only get access to everything I talked about through the private membership. But this is a private members club, and it's a staking and rewards club. And again, we're talking Bitcoin. We're not talking US dollars or any kind of fiat currency. We're talking Bitcoin. And you can earn Bitcoin rewards to help you reach your goals. And again, estimated annual rewards, this is what we say, it's estimated annual rewards of anywhere from 66% up to 120%. Unbelievable. Minimum $300 that you can stake, and a maximum of $50,000 can be staked, and there's a whole pile in between. that you'll learn about inside the university. We'll take you by the hand and step you through all of that. So again, you want to see our terms and policies and conditions. And for active members only, what we're talking about here, this staking and rewards is not available to the general public. You can't, someone's not going to come to you and say, hey, I've got something kind of like, the Decentra staking. No, you don't. This is exclusive to our private membership. So if you're paid as a private member, you have access to these unbelievable staking rewards. Again, the idea is to help you reach your goals and reach your targets with Decentra. So here's one of my favorite, pictures, my favorite slides, and this really will give you the clear picture. Decentra, where the big D, the big Decentra in the middle, that's the membership. When you go in as a customer, when you go in as an independent entrepreneur, you have access immediately to the Decentra University 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have access to the Decentra Live, to the Moon Converter we talked about, to the HIC Vault. You have access to Decentra Realty. You'll have access to Ovusky Travel. You have access to, and the private members club. You all have access, whether you're a customer or whether you're an independent entrepreneur with Decentra. So if I was going to ask you, if you're a guest taking a look for the first time, and I was going to ask you if there was a one-time fee to get in that door, and if there was an ongoing fee every month, what would the value of what you just heard? This is not a training. We're just introducing you to Decentra. All the training is in the university. So if you're interested in what we're saying, we're going to teach and train all throughout the university on every aspect here. But what would it be worth? If you can think of one number, one-time fee, what would it be worth? And if there was a monthly fee to access every single month to access this, well, here it is, right? It's $99.95 one time to enter in through the front door. And then after the first 30 days, if you like the services and you're enjoying the benefits, then it's $34.95 a month. Again, equivalent to Bitcoin. At the time that you make your payment, we're paying only in Bitcoin. Okay, hope that makes sense. Again, you have access to the university, you have access to Decentra Live, to Moon Converter, to HIC Vault, Decentra Realty, to Ovusky, the best travel plan on the planet. I dare anyone to try to travel for less than Ovusky. I'm telling you up front, it's not possible, and that's pretty exciting. And then you've got the private members club, which is also very, very exciting. So let me talk a little bit about the $34.95, because some people around the world say, you know what, I love this, but I don't want to pay $34.95, right? So here's a couple of ways that you can do it. Number one, you can pay $34.95 after the first month, or if you pay in advance, the year in advance, you get 2 months free, okay? You get 2 months free if you're paying in advance, but there's other ways to do it. Any particular month that you enroll 2 customers, okay, 2 customers in any month, the next month, you're not paying. So for example, we're in the month of June right now, and anyone who enrolls 2 customers, they don't pay the $34.95 in July. That makes sense? And in July, if you enroll 2 customers, you don't pay for August, and so on and so forth. So if you want it for free, enroll 2 customers per month minimum, and you can have that $34.95 waived. In addition, there is a third staking package. There is a third staking package that you'll get all this information from the person who invited you here. But on that third staking packages, they've absolutely waived the monthly $34.95. So there's a lot of ways for people all over the world that say, I don't want to pay $34.95. But in my opinion, this is the most valuable private membership in the world, not even close. So what do you got to do? You create your account, very simple. You pay your initial registration fee of $99.95 in BTC equivalent, depending on when you're paying, it's whatever the value of the BTC is, the Bitcoin there. And then you pay your $34.95 monthly after month 1, or you decide how you want to take care of that, okay? Hope that makes sense, but that's the membership. And you know what? Up until this point, we're really talking about anybody in the world can participate. Anybody. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter if you've ever referred, or if you've ever been in referral marketing, if you've ever been involved with crypto, if you've ever been in, none of that matters, okay? Everyone starts at a level playing field is what I really, really love about this concept. But you can also qualify to become what's called an independent entrepreneur with Decentra. Okay, what is an independent entrepreneur? An independent entrepreneur is someone who referred at least 2 customers. Okay, refer at least 2 customers, Now you're an independent entrepreneur. Well, if you get involved and you're out there and you enroll one customer and you're going and going and going, you never enroll two, you never become an independent entrepreneur, so you don't have to worry about it. So in order to qualify to become an independent entrepreneur, you just need to refer two. And you can refer as many as you want. And once you start realizing the benefits of the Decentra membership, you're going to be telling all your friends no matter what their experience is, no matter if they can spell Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, because we've got a safe environment where they can learn every single day more and more and more. And in these times, this again is very, very valuable for people. Let me talk a little about, for those that do become independent entrepreneurs, a little bit about the compensation plan. Now, this is not a training, this is an introduction, and I just want you to get an idea that there is quite a bit of money available for people that want to go out and work. There's quite a bit of money involved, but I want to give you an idea. Again, in the university, we're going to provide you with world-class training, take you by the hand, regardless of your background, and we're going to step you through every single part of the Decentra compensation plan and rewards plan and how to get started and advanced training systems and so on. But that's in the university for the people that want to learn further and further. So registration, remember we talked about $99.95. Well, in the dual team means two, one on the right, one on the left. So once you have one person personally sponsored on the right, one customer personally sponsored on the left, that's your dual team. Now you're qualified as an independent entrepreneur, and you're going to receive 100 points every time a new person gets involved, depending that you referred, depending if you put them on the right or the left side, you get 100 points that roll into that dual team. The dual team percentage that you're going to receive is between 7 and 12%, depending on your rank, depending on the community that you build. You know, the goal of Decentra is to build a community of 2 million people, but maybe you say, hey, I have a community of 100. And some of you on this call say, I have a community of 10,000 that I want to build. And some of you, and I know who you are, you want to build a community of 100,000 or 200,000 or 500,000. I know who you are because we've already met and discussed all your amazing plans. So there's no limits on the community that you can build, but the larger the community that you're building, the more of that percentage that you're able to obtain. Now on the membership side of it, the monthly membership, the $34.95, $30 rolls into the dual team every single month. That is paid for the paid memberships. And if they're paying in advance, then $300 falls into that dual team, depending on where you are. And on top of that, you're receiving 3% down 7 levels. Okay, you can do the math on this. What do I mean by 7 levels? That means if you refer someone and they know someone, you know, that's the next level and the next level and the next level, and you go all the way down 7 levels. Do some math at 3% and you'll get as fired up as I am right now. And so with that, on the referral plan side of things, you can get direct referrals. What does that mean? That means if you directly refer, if you directly picked up the phone and called someone, if you directly invited someone to take a look at Decentra and they say, man, this is the best private membership I've ever seen, and they get started, you can earn, regardless of the amount, whether they're putting in, whether they're staking $300 or whether they're staking $50,000 or anywhere in between, you can receive between 8 and 12%, okay, on that, on all of the business there. 8 and 12%, again, that is absolutely phenomenal. On your indirect referrals, that means that when you refer someone who refers someone, you can earn up to 2% on that business as well, which is very, very, very generous indeed. The dual team bonuses we mentioned, anywhere from 7 to 12%, depending on your community, how big your community is and what your rank is. And then your renewal bonuses, that means if someone wants to renew, as they renew their packages, as they renew their services, you're receiving between 4 and 6% over and over and over and over again. All right. I hope you're as excited again as I am. I want to talk a little bit about the fine print here that it says if you have an annual staking package. Okay. So there's 3 staking packages. One is called flexible. One is called block. The third is called annual. Again, this is not a training. This is just an introduction. But if you take the annual, then the monthly fee is absolutely waived every single month for you. Pretty exciting, but there's a lot there. On top of all of that, there's the monthly bonus for your direct referrals, and it stretches out 3% right down to the 7th level. Do the math, guys. Take your calculators out, and you'll get very, very excited about this. Now, what I want to do here is just spend a couple minutes talking about the different ranks, and I want to set it up because we're looking at the senior ranks with 4,000 points. What the heck does that mean, right? And once you understand how to get to senior, the rest is all the same. There's no tricks. It's very, very simple. But here's what happens. You know that there's different points that are available. You've got two teams, one on the right, one team on the left, okay? What senior says is when you've got a combined 4,000 points on one side and you've got a minimum of 4,000 points on the other side, congratulations, you are what's called senior. And so all of the plan works the same way. For example, when we go to executive, it's the same thing. When you see 10,000, it means you've got a minimum of 10,000 on one side, a minimum of 10,000 on the other side. Congratulations, you're now an executive, all right? This is not a training, it's an introduction so that you get the idea of how this works, how the rank advance, because everybody wants to rank advance. Here's where it gets exciting, all right? This is where you want to pay attention because we're going to put a little twist that remains consistent throughout the entire rank advancement plan. So you understand the points. When you get 4,000, you're senior minimum. When you want to get to executive, it's 10,000, 10,000. But here's what happens. When you get to Sapphire, it's 20,000 and 20,000 points, okay? You follow me? But if you can maintain Sapphire for 2 consecutive months, you get an extra value of 500 USDT that you can put towards a staking package, okay? You can put towards any staking package. You got to do it 2 months in a row, not 2 months. When you become Sapphire, if you qualify again the next month, so 2 consecutive months, anytime you do it 2 consecutive months, you're going to receive a one-time bonus of the first time you do it, of 500 USDT, all right? Make sense? Here's where it gets even more exciting. And again, you can buy yourself a pair of Prada sunglasses. We just wanted to show you the value here. Or a tablet at Ruby. Rank Ruby. 2 consecutive months. How do you rank Ruby? Well, you can see it right there on the screen. 40,000 on one side minimum, 40,000 on the other side. And you also, in addition, if you can do it twice in a row, the first time you do it twice in a row, you're going to receive $1,000 extra in value. Emerald is 80,000 points. Do it twice in a row. We want you to do it twice in a row because a lot of people can get to Emerald and they can just get lucky. But if you do it twice in a row, it means you did it on purpose and you can do it again and again and again. And it means your business is solid. And you can receive the equivalent of a laptop, a Macintosh laptop for $1,500. Diamond, now we're talking. David introduced and he says he sees a lot of diamonds. We were there in Mexico and I see a lot of people fired up, ready to go diamond. How do you get to diamond? It's 120,000 on each side. Minimum of 120,000 on each side of your business. You got 2 teams, and here you'll receive the equivalent of a Louis Vuitton bag, and that's $4,000. And you can take that $4,000 and apply it to any staking package you like. All right. Hope I'm not the only one here excited, because if you're not excited, take a look at this. Now we're talking elites. We're talking in the elite stratosphere here with the blue diamonds at 320,000 points, the equivalent of a Cartier watch, approximately $8,000. When you get to black diamond, again, 2 consecutive months, then you'll receive the equivalent of $13,000 in physical gold, or you can take that $13,000 and apply it to any staking package that you choose. Royal Black Diamond in the house. I know we've got Royal Black Diamonds that have their names written on this. 740,000 points. It's the same concept, ladies and gentlemen, but if you do it 2 months in a row, you'll get the equivalent of a Rolex watch, and that's valued at $25,000. And if that's not exciting enough, if you're not excited enough, let's go to Crown Diamond, right? Crown Diamond is 2 million points on each side. And here you get the value of $50,000. If you can do it twice in a row, 2 months in a row, you get the equivalent of $50,000 to go towards your Mercedes, or you can use it for any staking package or for the top staking package. And then finally, we're talking Royal President. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the target. I don't care how old you are, as long as you're over 18 years old, this is the target. This is where you want to get to. This is where dreams are made. This is the Royal President. 4 million points on each side of your business, and you'll receive, and if you can maintain that for 2 consecutive months. So what I'm saying is, once you hit a rank, you want to work to maintain that rank and not let it fall apart. Why? Because you'll get $100,000 as an additional bonus for maintaining 2 months in a row. And so, again, there's the compensation plan. Hope you're fired up about it. What I want to do now is I want to show everybody how to get started. There's nothing complicated here. If you have a pen and a piece of paper, even if you're already involved with Decentra, you may want to write this down because there's 3 steps. There's really 3 steps just to get involved with Decentra. Without these 3 steps, it's pretty hard to get involved. But step number 1 is you got to have a Bitcoin wallet, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have a place that you can be able to send money and receive money. And most people on this planet, they don't even know what a Bitcoin wallet is. And that might include you. So your step number 1 is you get back to the person, get back to the genius that thought about you, and you ask them, how do I get a Bitcoin wallet? Can you recommend a Bitcoin wallet? How do I set up my Bitcoin wallet? So get a Bitcoin wallet, step number 1. Check. Next, you want to load a minimum of 120 USDT. There's no maximum. You can put as much as you want in there, but there's no maximum amount that you can put in, but make sure you put a minimum of 120 to get started. Why? So that you can sign up, step number 3, for your Decentra initial membership. Okay, with 120, if the price of Bitcoin is going up, you'll have enough to get that initial membership so you can come in and look around and go to the training and learn all about this amazing, amazing opportunity of a lifetime with Decentra. And so with that, I want to, again, we want to do this every single, this is a public presentation. This is not a private presentation. This presentation is going out all over the world. And we want to make sure in all public presentations that we either read the policies and conditions to everyone listening, or if you want to be lazy like me, I'm just going to hit play and let someone read it for me. Okay, hope that makes sense. So with that, I'm going to hit play here, and away we go.
Policies and conditions. To enter the Private Members Club, you must first validate the list of countries where restrictions may apply. The purchase of packages of this club must be made through the respective upgrade package increase, paying the difference between your current membership and the new one you wish to acquire, plus the registration of $15 USDT, all through Bitcoin, and you must maintain during the term of your membership the proof of said movement. Decentra does not accept or receive fiat money, such as electronic transfers or cash, by any means or method, and does not recognize or be responsible for payments made to third parties. The rewards granted in the Private Members Club will be exclusively in Bitcoin and will be reflected in the back office from Monday to Friday from the 31st onwards. The withdrawal of rewards in the flexible staking package will be weekly, and in the blocked staking package it will be quarterly. In both cases they can only be used and only on Wednesdays between 12 a.m. to 5 p.m. CST, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. GMT. To make withdrawals, a minimum amount and a maximum amount determined by the company must be adjusted, and 10% to 15% of the amount to be withdrawn will be charged, established according to the fluctuations of Bitcoin. Requested withdrawals will be reflected in a maximum period of up to 5 business days. The withdrawal of bonuses can be made weekly without restrictions regardless of the purchased package. The dual team bonus and monthly qualifying points for ranks will always be from the lower volume team. The maximum daily reward of your double team may not exceed the amount of your current package. All bonuses will be paid in Bitcoin daily. Points to qualify for leadership ranks reset each calendar month. Starting at Ruby rank, 1 independent entrepreneur is required on each side of the dual team, with 2 lower ranks up to 3 levels. For full details, review the rewards training plan at Decentra University. The validity of your package will be until you reach your goal of 100% without establishing a specific time to achieve it. Decentra cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to obtain results, generate rewards, or earn money from our program, operation, tools, or strategies. Bitcoin and other crypto assets are not considered legal money, and every participant must be aware of the risk involved in managing this type of digital asset. Each user and independent entrepreneur is responsible for the proper management of their back office, username, password, security PIN and 2FA authenticator code. We invite you to not to share your personal information. Your requests to the customer service department will be answered only through text messages via WhatsApp, within a maximum period of. By purchasing any package or service from Decentra, you acknowledge and accept our disclaimer, terms, policies and conditions presented in our official media. The validity of this presentation will be maintained until the issuance of a new one, being subject to changes by the company without prior notice. Disclaimer: Decentra is a technology, education and innovation services company, which is managed exclusively through Bitcoin and prohibits the use by any means or method including.
I'm going to stop that recording now. They got too excited here. But with that, yes, the question is, we get that, do we have a Visa card? Yes, there is a plan for the Visa card. It's available. Information on that is in the university. We are going to be uploading that. Not available to the public. Here's how you get your card and so on. So once you become a member, you'll have full access to a Visa card so that you can go out and buy a cup of coffee or buy some shoes or buy whatever you want. So I invite you to discover your future. And with that, welcome to Decentra. And it is my honor, it is my privilege to introduce you to our next speaker. I am absolutely fired up about this. We've got a legend in the house. He's been in network marketing and involved in the industry, not just as a participant, but as a leader, as a coach, as a super mentor. As a matter of fact, he has earned the handle of Super E because everywhere he goes, people are excited to learn more and more and learn about the training that he does. And with that, it's my pleasure to hand this call over to the one and only, the legend. We are so proud of you, Mr. Super E. Welcome to Decentra. Great to have you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Shane Moran. What an incredible honor and privilege to be here with you here today. You just laid out a great duplicatable presentation that people can duplicate instantly all over the entire world. So excited about what you just shared. You know, I'm laughing here because I know I've learned something that was very valuable here last night. You know, I took a red-eye flight and, you know, I'm here in a different city right now and my luggage did not arrive, okay? So my valuable lesson that I learned today was definitely make sure when you're traveling, make sure you pack a suit and tie in your travel luggage, in your carry-on luggage. So at any rate, we're here, we're excited about this great company, this great momentum that we're creating already just in week one. You know, out of that event from Revelation, it's been incredible. As you can see, I lost my voice as well, you know, and I can see right now where this company is going. But I just want to just be very, very brief and kind of, you know, share some information with the audience here today on the advantages of what Decentra is really bringing to the marketplace. You know, when you look at our track record, you know, our track record, our history of success, it's second to none. It's actually impressive. It's remarkable. You know, so we get a chance now to start brand new, but do it 10 times better, faster, and bigger than previously in the past. And number two, when you look at this dream team of corporate, you know, this dream team of corporate that's been assembled, it's second to none. I mean, combined, you're talking about over 80 plus years of experience in running successful experience in running businesses and corporations, you know, all over the world, both traditional and in the direct sales space. You know, you're talking about our CEO, you're talking about you being the chairman of the board, you're talking about our executive vice president who's on the line with us, our international vice president. And we've even brought on more executives right now to the corporate team. And I can simply tell you, we're here for major momentum in this industry. And it's exciting to become a part of this. So that's why if someone's looking at this for the very first time, to know from a leadership standpoint, it's very, very important. I think everything rises and falls on leadership. And I haven't seen in 27 years a better leadership team that's been put together than what we have here in Decentra. So, and then I'll share with you, we cannot forget those that are what we call the royal presidents, the ones that are the pillars of success, you know, the giants in the industry, so to speak. We have four of them. I call them the Fantastic Four. You know, you've got Omar Salazar, Sergio Pinarumi, Gabriel Sinalamo, and Hector Lark. You know, these individuals You know, they're giants in the industry, top income earners in the industry. In fact, they've actually reached the level of the top 10 income earners in the industry of direct sales. And folks, there's more than 200 million people in direct sales worldwide. So we get a chance to stand on their shoulders, if you will. We get a chance right now to use the examples that they've laid out of belief. Okay, they've been epitomes of belief for this particular model here. In fact, when you look at what they've really done, because there's no separatism between any of the leadership that we have here. And that's remarkable in business. And we know that's unheard of in a lot of companies. But when you look at what they've been able to instill in the culture of what we're building, from loyalty to unity and to edification, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at that, you'll see that this company can potentially be the most admired corporation in the entire world. And that's what we're after right now. So when you look at some of the other things that I can really say that really stand out as a major advantage, number one is timing. Timing of what though? When you look at timing, it's timing of the company. Here it is, we have a company that day one, week number one, we're opening up all the frontiers around the world. We have 50 different countries that we're able to now begin business in right now as we speak, with a corporate office, impressive corporate office in the financial districts, of Dubai, right there, in the heart of Dubai, in front of the Burj Khalifa, in the Aston Martin building. That's impressive, folks. But at the same time, we're going to now still evolve. Okay, evolving our ecosystem, if you will, with more innovative technologies, more innovative services here that we're going to continue to bring to the platform for the benefit of our customers, for the benefit of our members. And then you add to that, now still being able to expand in other markets. Shane, you said it best. We probably have other countries that we haven't even opened yet that are representative on this call. That's our vision, is to expand in every single market as a company right now. And we're going to do that within the first few months, few years of expansion. And then last but not least is the growth potential. We have the growth potential now of billions, day one. Let's talk about something else from a timing standpoint. It's timing really of what I call is the marketplace. The timing of the marketplace, anytime you start a business, a successful business, if you will, it goes through 4 different phases. It goes through formulation and then concentration, and then, a critical mass or hyper growth, and then stabilization. Well, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine right now, we're right now in that first phase here, that formulation phase. I wonder if you I don't want to mention the name of the company, but it starts with an A. Can you imagine if you would have been a part of that company the first year or the first week or the first day it started? They started with one service in their ecosystem. And that service, ladies and gentlemen, was selling books. But if you look at their evolution, what do they sell now? What do they market now? They market everything. And guess what? People now can use a subscription-based model called Prime membership to become a part of it. And that company today, ladies and gentlemen, is $1 trillion company. They've produced trillions in the business world today. Can you imagine we're in the formulation phase? And we already are starting with 7 innovative services right now. We're starting with 50 different countries that we're already marketing and opening in right now. Timing and positioning couldn't be better for you and I right now as we speak. What about the industry? Timing of the industry is another one I want to share with you. Timing of the industry. Who's not talking about the metaverse? Who's not talking about cryptocurrency? Who's not talking about NFTs? Who's not talking about blockchain technology? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new era of money. And we fit right into that now with the way we actually are teaching people, from an educational standpoint, how to grow their mind and how to grow their financial portfolio. It is the perfect timing for you and I to be a part of something as innovative and as amazing as this opportunity. Now, your last thing I have to say is the timing of the individual. Is the timing right for you? Have you been wishing for something to come your way? Have you been praying for something to come your way? Have you been asking and hoping for something to come your way? Well, ladies and gentlemen, imagine this, it's here. So that's why I say now you can really take advantage of this and possibly and potentially create legacy income for you and your family for generations to come. You saw in that presentation that this is the biggest wealth transfer that we will ever see in our times. And 99.9% of people don't even know it even exists. So here it is right now from a timing standpoint. It's right. So if you like what you hear, you should be typing in the chat box, yes, I'm in, right? Because you want to make sure that you position yourself. Imagine this, if we put 50,000 users into this corporation here in our first 30 days of expansion. Shane already shared with you, there's only two places that we can put them, on the left or the right. We have a dual team structure. So can you imagine by you exercising what we call as first movers advantage, where you take the advantage to be first to the marketplace, where you're first to the dollars. First to the dollars, you're first to the Bitcoins. You're first to the cryptocurrency. You're first to everything in our ecosystem. Can you imagine you're able to position yourself above 50,000 plus users in our community, or some of those users in our community? That's why I said, timing and positioning is everything. That's exactly where we sit today. So you want to make sure you get with the person that invited you on this call and tell them, I'm in. Ask them for their link today. Ask them for their link today. Guess what? We said it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Ask them for their link right now as we speak. Because here's the deal. Some of you all were invited by the same exact person today. But guess what? It's first movers advantage. So you lock in first, you could now have the potential now to benefit from other people from all over the world that are going to be joining this corporation today. I'm so excited about the future. This is amazing. Thank you a lot for all of you all for being here. But what I want to do right now is I want to turn it over to someone that is just an amazing individual. I got a chance to meet him just a few short months ago and work closely with him now. And I can tell you from his experience and from his intellect and from his passion to help people win and to get them to understand the concepts of building a business. This is amazing. He sees that the little guy can win in this opportunity. That's what I like about this individual, and he speaks from his heart. So I want to turn the floor over to none other than our Executive Vice President, Mr. Gorka Boussis. Are you there, sir?
Hello, my friend. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You did a great job, Manuel. I'm very proud of working with you, Shane, David, and all the executive team. It's amazing, guys, what we are doing. I'm going to ask you for a chance so I can change to Spanish. Yo me encuentro mucho mejor hablando en español y hoy quiero mandar este mensaje en español a toda nuestra comunidad alrededor del mundo. Gracias a todos los traductores que están haciendo un trabajo maravilloso en la traducción. No es fácil traducir cuando la gente está hablando y traduciendo al mismo tiempo. Luego, felicidades a todos los traductores de todos los idiomas. Estoy seguro, muy pronto veremos 30, 40, 50 idiomas traduciendo simultáneamente dentro de la comunidad Decentra. La verdad, jóvenes, que es un honor para nosotros estar aquí como ejecutivos y explicarles desde el fondo de nuestro corazón qué es Decentra, hacia dónde vamos, quiénes somos y cómo te podemos ayudar. Esta presentación fue diseñada para que ayudarte a ti a construir los primeros días de tu negocio, los primeros pasos, esos pasos tan importantes. Y no importa si llevas 2 días o 2 décadas dentro de la industria multinivel, siempre es importante compartir con los ejecutivos de la compañía. Hace meses empezamos a soñar con este proyecto que hoy en día es una realidad. Un proyecto que muchas compañías miran hacia nosotros y nosotros con humildad seguimos trabajando hacia el futuro. Una compañía que está montada en base a ejecutivos de mucha experiencia dentro de la industria multinivel y, ¿por qué no?, dentro del mundo de las finanzas también. Gente, asesores que se suman a nosotros para tener un proyecto válido, para tener un proyecto sólido, que es lo que la mayoría de ustedes. Yo cuando empecé multinivel hace 34 años soñé como tú estás soñando en este momento. Estoy seguro que estás viendo a través de esta oportunidad el cambio en tu vida. Estoy seguro que estás viendo cómo va a ser posible alcanzar los sueños tuyos. Yo sé que algunos de ustedes a lo mejor no han entendido porque muchos de nosotros no entendimos el primer día, pero esto es simple, esto es llano, esto es para que cualquier persona lo pueda hacer, como bien dijo Shane. Creo que lo que te tienes que enfocar ahora es cuánta gente de tu entorno necesitan una oportunidad para cambiar sus vidas, cuánta gente alrededor tuyo están pensando y rezándole a Dios, dame una oportunidad para poder salir de donde estoy. Estoy seguro que junto contigo van a construir un Decentra enorme, unas organizaciones en todo el mundo y vas a poder gozar de lo que llamamos los ingresos residuales dentro de la industria, que tú te los mereces mucho más que cualquier otra persona. Piensa en ti, sueña en grande, date la oportunidad. Si no entiendes, no te preocupes, que habemos mucha gente que estamos aquí para ayudarte, para dar los primeros pasos y para poder hacer un cambio, el cambio que tú te mereces en tu vida. Es momento de correr, jóvenes, es momento de no perder el momento. Alguien me llamó ayer y me dijo, Gorka, me estoy posicionando, pero he caído dentro de 5 personas, debajo de 5 personas que no conocía. Jóvenes, las decisiones se toman en el momento. Las decisiones no se esperan ni 1, ni 2, ni 3 días. No vas a entender más mañana. Toma tu posición hoy y posiciónate dentro de la estructura para que, así como explicaron los oradores que van cayendo a la izquierda y a la derecha, tú puedes tener la oportunidad de que te caiga gente encima. Perdón, debajo. Muy importante que entendáis que los binarios son negocios de oportunidad. Tienes que estar listo para arrancar, incluso cuando no lo entiendes. En otro tipo de estructuras posiblemente te puedas tomar el tiempo de pensar, pero aquí no es momento de pensar, aquí es momento de llamar a la persona que te invitó y decirle, dame mi posición. Quiero arrancar. Esta comunidad tiene una trayectoria histórica. Como ustedes saben, se ha hablado de esta comunidad por años, se ha hablado por todo lo que han hecho, por todo lo que han conseguido y cuánta gente ha conseguido sus sueños en esta comunidad. Y seguiremos haciéndolo porque nuestro destino no es otro más que ayudar a millones de personas en todo el mundo a que lleguen a sus objetivos. En la mañana estábamos viendo los números de la comunidad, ya vamos por más de 7.000 personas y este mes, estoy seguro, todos juntos trabajando, vamos a crear una comunidad de más de 20.000 personas, ¿por qué no? Y el mes de julio, ese mes maravilloso, nos vamos a ir todos como comunidad a un grupo de 50.000 personas, ¿por qué no? Lo sueñas, lo puedes conseguir. Si te pones a trabajar en este momento, lo puedes conseguir y que se acabe la pobreza, que se acabe esos años de tu vida donde has estado buscando alternativas y no las has podido conseguir. Así que posiciónate dentro de la organización. La persona que te invitó es la mejor persona para darte la guía. Ponte en contacto en cuanto acabe esta conferencia, ponte en contacto con la persona que te invitó y dile, explícame más, pero antes de explicarme, dame una posición. Porque si se tarda demasiado en explicarte, posiblemente haya 2 o 3 personas que pudieran haber caído tuyo si no lo hubieran pensado tanto. Decirles que el plan de compensación es muy generoso, jóvenes, es muy generoso y todo el mundo va a ganar, todo el mundo que trabaje, por supuesto, porque a veces en esta industria se da la sensación de que la gente no tiene que trabajar. Y aquí si trabajas y haces un buen trabajo y ayudas a otras personas a conseguir sus sueños, tus sueños van a llegar. No te quepa absolutamente ninguna duda que al final del camino está que consigas tus sueños. Y tenemos las herramientas para enseñar. Tenemos las herramientas a través de tus líneas de auspicio y tenemos las herramientas a través de la universidad para que tú puedas crecer. Yo, como le he dicho a muchos amigos personales míos, les he dicho, si Maxwell cree en Decentra, ¿por qué tú no vas a creer en Decentra? Creo que la cosa más importante es creer al principio y tener la oportunidad de ser de esos primeros que pueden construir. Alguien me dijo alguna vez, a mí me gustaría ser como Omar, como Sergio, como Gabriel, como Héctor. Hoy tienes la oportunidad. Hoy tienes la oportunidad porque salimos todos de la misma línea y empezamos a construir todo el mundo de la misma manera. Pero hay que tener sueños, hay que tener pasión, hay que establecer la prioridad en la vida. Y ahora Decentra necesita que tú y tu negocio de Decentra necesitan darle prioridad al negocio y empezar a construir. Construir no quiere decir saber, construir quiere decir hablar con otras personas de cómo van a transformar su vida a través de este maravilloso ecosistema. Decirles, jóvenes, que quiero saludar a una persona que él es serbio, de Serbia. Creo que no me está viendo la llamada, pero creo que es justo. Tuve unas conversaciones con él muy interesantes en las últimas semanas, después de que él tuve el gusto de conocerlo, y decirle a mi querido Iván de Serbia que te agradezco hermano, porque muchas veces las organizaciones no sabemos el compromiso de la gente y quiero que sepas que sé tu compromiso, sé lo que estás luchando, sé el trabajo que estás haciendo en toda Europa y te felicito. Te agradezco de llevar la bandera de Decentra bien alto. Te quiero reconocer por ese trabajo que estás haciendo y como te reconozco a ti, reconozco a mucha gente que trabaja en silencio esta gran oportunidad porque no tienen tiempo de hablar ni de presumir absolutamente nada porque están enfocados en crecer. Y te quiero felicitar a ti y toda la gente que tú representas hoy en día dentro de la comunidad de Decentra. Muchas gracias, hermano, por haber creído en nosotros y por seguir luchando. Y estoy seguro que vas a ser uno de los principales Royal Presidents. Yo decirles, jóvenes, que estamos muy emocionados con todo lo que está pasando y que tú debes de tomar tu lugar. Toma tu lugar. No esperes. No esperes. Es la peor decisión que puedes tomar. Inscríbete. Inscríbete ahora mismo. Es el mejor consejo que te puedo dar. Esta comunidad está estructurada para llegar a los 10 billones de dólares, para llegar a los 2 millones de personas y tú tienes que estar en la parte superior. Tú tienes que tomar ese beneficio que la vida te dio, que el Señor te dio de estar en las primeras conferencias como la del día de hoy, para que puedas llegar a conseguir tus sueños. Y para nosotros es importante que estés con nosotros, que tomes parte de esto y que no solo estés como miembro de la comunidad, sino que crezcas dentro de la comunidad para que puedas ayudar a otros seres humanos. Y bueno, antes de cerrar la conferencia, me gustaría decirles dos cositas simplemente. Número uno, felicidades a mi querido Carlos Artesanos por todo el trabajo que está haciendo en el lado corporativo, esa parte que muchas veces ustedes no ven, pero mientras que Emanuel, Shane, yo, David y mucha gente, los presidents, estamos construyendo la organización, hay mucha gente que está trabajando en la parte de atrás para que esta compañía sea la compañía que todo el mundo queremos. Esa parte corporativa que muchas veces la gente no quiere meter la mano porque hay que saber lo que estás haciendo. Y Carlos está haciendo un trabajo maravilloso. Te felicito, hermano Carlos, por todo el trabajo que estás haciendo. Y aquí tienes todo el apoyo de toda la estructura corporativa, tienes todo nuestro apoyo para hacer las cosas como tienen que ser. Muchas gracias en nombre de la comunidad y en nombre de todos los ejecutivos por el trabajo que estás haciendo. Y bueno, tengo que hacer un anuncio maravilloso, un anuncio que yo creo que muchos de ustedes esperan y que es disruptivo el anuncio. Les voy a explicar por qué. Ustedes saben que nosotros somos nuestra comunidad. Ustedes saben que nosotros respetamos y admiramos el trabajo de nuestra comunidad y de nuestros presidents. El trabajo que han hecho todos nuestros presidents en los últimos casi 3 años, 30 meses, ha sido maravilloso y el que están haciendo, el que están planeando y cómo están trabajando, la verdad que mis respetos a todos ustedes. Pero siempre hemos querido sumar y como sabéis en Decentra siempre queremos sumar el talento no solo de los ejecutivos y los consultores que quieren venir a trabajar con nosotros, que pudieran venir a trabajar con nosotros, sino también de nuestra propia fuerza. Y en las últimas horas, los últimos días, se ha tomado una decisión que para mí es una decisión muy inteligente, porque todo suma. Y es importante que entendamos esto. Dentro de nuestra comunidad existen personas que creyeron los primeros en el proyecto, las personas que hicieron que esto fuera posible, que hoy en día pudiéramos estar hablando cualquiera de los 4 oradores que hemos salido en esta conferencia y estamos aquí porque ellos creen. Y uno de ellos ha creído sobre todo el mundo. Una persona que ha estado y que la lealtad hacia el concepto de Decentra es absoluta. Una persona que cuando lo vemos, todo el mundo lo identificamos porque es muy difícil no reconocerlo. Es muy difícil no reconocer ese empuje y esas ganas que él tiene. Yo he aprendido mucho de él, mucho en los últimos 8 meses que llevo dentro de esta comunidad, he aprendido mucho con él y espero seguir aprendiendo. Y por eso, tanto Shane como yo, como todos los VPs, hemos apoyado esta decisión de una persona que ya ha ganado más de 14 millones de dólares en la comunidad. Te lo digo a ti, ese que me está viendo ahora. Tú puedes llegar a ganar esos 14 millones de dólares. ¿Por qué no? ¿Y por qué no 20? Tú lo puedes hacer si te enfocas en el trabajo, si te enfocas en lo correcto, si te enfocas en tus sueños, si te enfocas en el trabajo diario, en ayudar a otras personas, lo puedes conseguir como él lo consiguió. Y él ha hecho muchísimo dinero dentro de la comunidad y va a hacer mucho más, ¿por qué no? Pero nosotros pensamos que es importante que él forme parte del equipo de la gente que tomamos las decisiones desde el punto de vista corporativo. Y ojo, no es ni el primero ni el último, porque seguiremos añadiendo gente que nos dé valor a la compañía, porque eso somos. Somos una compañía, somos una redistribución, pero al final somos una comunidad y todo el mundo tiene que sumar. Así que hemos conseguido, y voy a hacer oficial el día de hoy, que nuestro querido Omar Salazar pasa a ser VP de Sales, vas a ser vicepresidente de ventas a nivel mundial. Y para mí es un honor porque cuando yo hablé con él sobre este tema, lo importante es que me dijo, Gorka, yo ya gané suficiente. Quiero ganar más, pero ya gané suficiente. Y ahora mi objetivo es ayudar al mayor número de gente posible a poder conseguir lo que yo conseguí para mí y para mi familia. Así que les voy a introducir para que nos digan unas palabras a nuestro nuevo y flamante nuevo VP de Sales, mi querido Omar Salazar. Hola Omar, ¿cómo estás, hermano?
Mi querido Gorka, mi supermentor, amigo, qué gusto estar aquí contigo.
No te
con
escucho.
¿Me escuchan ahí bien? ¿Me escuchan?
A ver si podemos checar el micrófono. Me confirman, por favor, que a mí me escuchan bien. Por favor, me confirman a través de el chat, por favor,
¿A mí
que
me
todo el
escuchan
mundo
bien?
me escucha bien. Simplemente, Omar, ajusta ahí un poquito tu micrófono
Ok.
porque creo que hay algo que
Me dicen que sí me escucho aquí
no
en
está
WhatsApp.
correcto. Mira, a ver, estas cosas modernas de los iPods
Ok,
y todo esto, como que
ya. Dicen que sí se
al
escucha, mi querido
final
Gorka.
uno cree, apuesta por ellos y después no funcionan. Omar, ¿me escuchas, hermano?
Sí, y sí me escucho bien, ¿eh? Pero
Yo
bien,
no, sí lo escucho, ¿no?
¿vale? Muy bien. Chicos, pues mi querido Gorka, por si me escuchas ya después, dicen que los dos sí nos escuchamos, excelente. Muy bien, muy contento, muy feliz, muy agradecido de sumarme a este board de super titanes, espectacular. Todos y cada uno de ustedes, de los cuales durante años ya aprendí, sigo aprendiendo y por supuesto seguiré aprendiendo, es un hecho, ¿no? Y qué genial tener este nombramiento de VP of Sales, de vicepresidente de ventas, que prácticamente es que sepa toda la comunidad que estoy aquí con ustedes, que estamos en el battlefield y somos una conexión directa entre corporativo y los emprendedores independientes. Estaremos apoyando a toda la comunidad, no hay líneas, no hay nada, ustedes lo saben, somos una familia y hoy más que nada es estar compenetrado en todos sus negocios, cuidándolos muy bien. Y es algo que me interesa muchísimo, es un sueño hecho realidad porque encontramos la compañía correcta y creo que más que encontrar, mi querido Gorka en especial, creo que la fuimos construyendo, la fuimos maleando a como tenía que ser, fuimos moldeando definitivamente, porque tenemos una comunidad, una compañía que número uno, somos los globales, los número uno, así me atrevo a decir desde hoy, somos los número uno, ya estoy pensando con decreto, somos globales desde el día uno. Globales desde el día uno es lo que tú esperas en un negocio que sea de talla internacional. Número dos, esperas en un negocio que tenga un equipo, pero un equipo a otro nivel y tenemos un equipo multidisciplinario, tanto en corporativo como en liderazgo, que pues no está en presunción decirlo, pero somos los mejores del mundo. No hay más. Somos los mejores del mundo. Número tres, tenemos un plan de compensaciones que en lo personal se los digo yo, públicamente siempre lo digo, yo no haría un plan de compensaciones de una compañía que no fuera binario. No me interesa. La única forma donde puedo apalancar y apoyar a la mayor cantidad de gente es un binario. Y un binario que esté enfocado en residual. Lo que nosotros tenemos es un producto, un servicio, unos paquetes que es tan bueno el servicio que a la gente le encanta renovar. Y la renovación es residual. Eso es todo. Número cuatro, tenemos algo importantísimo, el timing. Lo dijo muy bien Emmanuel, lo dijeron muy bien los demás, pero el timing es lo más importante. Igor lo decía, tienes la oportunidad desde el día uno de tener exactamente la misma oportunidad que tuvimos los presidents cuando nosotros arrancamos. Así que el día de hoy simplemente te digo, como lo seguiré diciendo, cada que te vea, tira a la basura todo pensamiento negativo que tu mente tenga como miedo, lo cual es completamente falso. Atrévete a vivir la versión más elevada de ti mismo. Y lo más importante que quiero que sepas es que a nombre de todo corporativo, a nombre también de mi amigo y mentor, Mr. Jonathan, nosotros te cubrimos la espalda. Nosotros estamos aquí al 100. Vamos a hacer una compañía brutalmente en un crecimiento como no tienes idea. Y si vas a tirar la toalla, utiliza Obuscay para que te salga más barato y tírala en cualquier playa del mundo. Me encanta estar con ustedes. Dios me los bendiga muchísimo y muy honrado, mi querido Gorka, Shane, Emmanuel, David, Carlos, todos, de ser parte, hacer mano a mano en este board. Muchísimas gracias a todos.
Maravilloso, Omar, maravilloso y muchísimas felicidades, hermano. Esperemos que podamos
Gracias.
celebrar juntos y trabajar juntos, porque tenemos mucho trabajo que hacer. Como VPs de la compañía necesitamos sentarnos al board y seguir trabajando para la gente, que para eso estamos aquí. Y yo creo que la unión contigo es ese Ronaldo que necesitamos, que nos meta los goles, y creo que va a ser espectacular el trabajo que vas a hacer, hermano. Un honor trabajar contigo y trabajar.
Gracias, hermano.
¿Por qué no? Digámoslo alto y claro, jóvenes, la persona que más dinero ha ganado en esta industria en los últimos meses. Y vamos a decirlo claro, porque si Omar ha sido la persona que ha estado en Business for Home y the top earners, en los que más ganan de la industria, yo creo que tenerlo en el board y tenerlo junto con nosotros como VP es un honor, porque nos puede enseñar a todos, sobre todo los que llevamos muchos años en esto, cómo llegar ahí. Porque nosotros estuvimos en muchas compañías y nunca llegamos a ganar lo que ganó Omar. Y creo que ese consejo de Omar continuamente nos puede ayudar a llegar a esos niveles, pero no nosotros, sino la gente que está trabajando con nosotros. Y Omar, va a ser un gusto trabajar contigo, hermano. Como ustedes ven, jóvenes, como ustedes ven, cada día se va sumando más gente. Y les digo una cosa, aquellos de ustedes que podamos a futuro, por supuesto, trabajar y ayudarnos dentro de esta gran comunidad, vamos a tomar mano de muchos de ustedes, jóvenes, porque nosotros somos quien somos, y yo nunca me cansaré de decirlo. Esto lo diremos en la comunidad, lo diremos en la convención de Dubái ahora en noviembre, que espero que ya tengas tu lugar, ten tu lugar ya para la convención de noviembre. Pero no esperes, jóvenes, ten tu lugar, porque estoy seguro que no va a haber suficiente lugar para todo el mundo y vamos a tener que decirle a un grupito de gente: ya no pueden porque ya es demasiado tarde. Ocupa tu lugar. Y nosotros somos quien somos, y lo diré en todo el mundo, por los Royal Presidents, por mi querido Omar, que le tengo una admiración impresionante, mi querido Sergio, ese hombre tan contundente y tan trabajador, que está trabajando estos días, yo creo que como no ha trabajado en su vida. Te mando un abrazo, mi querido Sergio. Mi querido Gabriel, I love you, man. I love you. Gracias por ser el corazón de esta compañía, hermano. Héctor, gracias, hermano, por trabajar todos los días y por darme ese feedback de: Gorka, ¿por qué no hacemos esto así? Hacemos así, hacemos así, hacemos así. El trabajo de la comunidad, los top líderes de esta compañía junto con los ejecutivos, es la clave del éxito, no les quepa ninguna duda. Y a todos los invitados, perdón que nos hayamos tardado tanto, jóvenes, pero queríamos darles una buena explicación, y vamos a seguir haciendo historia. Vamos a ser la compañía más